Hi friends, it's Miss Lauren. I have another recipe for you today for Tasty Tuesday. We are going to be making Rice Krispie treats. So for this recipe, most of the recipes you can find one online, but a lot of them are on the back of the Rice Krispie cereal or on the back of the marshmallows. So for this recipe, you're going to need a pack of marshmallows, 4 tablespoons of butter, and then you're gonna need 6 cups of some crispy rice cereal. So the first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna melt our butter. You can melt your butter in the microwave if you want. I like to melt mine on the stove. So if you're going to do it on the stove, you got to turn your stove on. You're going to need mom or dad's help with this. Don't be using the stove on your own. Kind of melt that on a low to medium heat because you don't want to burn the butter. Same thing if you're going to do it in the microwave. You got to use a microwave safe bowl to put your butter in. And you want to probably do it like small seconds at a time, maybe like 10 seconds at a time, so you don't burn your butter. So while that is melting, I'm going to measure out our Rice Krispies. So Miss Lauren said that you're going to need 6 cups of Rice Krispies. So our butter's melting. Here's Miss Lauren's bowl. She's gonna grab her cereal. Open it up. And you're gonna grab your measuring spoon. So we need 6 cups, so 6 of these. So you can help me count these. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, one more, and 6. Alright. So we can put our cereal aside. We're not going to need that anymore. And we can move our bowl of cereal to the side because we won't need that just yet. Let's go check in on our butter. Alright, looks like it's melting nicely. Miss Lauren likes to use a spatula to do this because it can get really sticky and you don't want anything to stick. So it looks like our butter is almost melted here. Turn the heat down just a little bit. Okay. So this is when you're going to need your marshmallows. So I have the big pack of marshmallows here. So you're going to use the whole bag. So we're just waiting. It looks like our butter is all melted. So now we're going to put in our whole bag of marshmallows. Dump the whole bag in there. And you're going to keep your heat on the stove still on that kind of low to medium because you don't want to burn your butter or your marshmallows. So let me back this up so you can see a little bit better. There we go. So you're going to kind of keep stirring until all your marshmallows are melted. So you can see they're starting to mix with the butter and the marshmallows are starting to melt a little bit. So you're going to keep stirring this. So remember, this is probably something you're going to have to do with mom and dad or an older sibling who is allowed to use the stove because it can get very hot and I don't want any friends to get hurt. So yeah, we're just going to keep mixing and mixing until they start to melt. So I'm going to let that keep melting and I'll come back and stir in a minute. So I want to show you what you're going to need after we're done cooking everything. We're going to need a pan, a glass pan like this. It's a 13 by 9. You can also use an 8 by 8 square pan, whatever you may have in your kitchen. But Miss Lauren's going to use her 13 by 9. So let's come back in and check our marshmallows. Oh, they're starting to get really melted together, which is good. Yeah, so you want to keep mixing until you pretty much can't see the shape of the marshmallows anymore. You see how it's kind of turning into like one big cloud? That's what you want. So if you want to, once your marshmallows are almost completely melted, if you want to add some color to your marshmallows, you can. Miss Lauren's going to. She has some red food dye, but if anybody knows what happens when you mix red and white, do you have a guess what color we're gonna get? Well, let's find out. So Miss Lauren's gonna start mixing. It looks pretty red right now, but as I start to mix it more and more with the marshmallows, do you see anything happening? What color am I getting? Pink. Very good. Okay, so once you start seeing like it's really coming together and the marshmallows are melting away, you want to kind of mix it really quick to get those last lumps out. So remember, you don't have to add food coloring if you don't want. If you just want to leave them the way they are, that's totally fine. Miss Lauren just wanted to add some just to make it a little more fun, a little more springy. And once you have gotten your marshmallows all melted down and mixed together with your butter, after you've maybe added your food coloring, the next part we're going to do is add our Rice Krispie Treat cereal. But before you add your Rice Krispie Treat cereal, what you need to do is turn off the heat on the stove. So I'm going to turn mine off. Give it a couple good more mixes here. And then Miss Lauren is going to grab the cereal we measured out earlier. Remember, we measured 6 cups of our cereal. And you are going to pour that into your mixture. Remember, you turned your stove off, so there's no heat for this. And you're going to mix your cereal into your marshmallow mix. So this is why Miss Lauren likes to use a spatula, because that way it doesn't get stuck as easy. So you want to mix it around till it looks like you've gotten your cereal all mixed in. So in my case, I see all my cereal has been pretty much covered in pink. If you didn't use food coloring, until all of your cereal is covered up in your white marshmallows. Okie dokie. So it looks like we are pretty mixed. Pretty mixed in here. Does that look pretty good to you? Okay, I'm going to move this over for a second so you can see what I got here next. So remember the pan I was telling you about earlier? So whatever pan you are using, you're either going to use, you can use butter to grease your whole pan so your Rice Krispies don't stick. Miss Lauren likes to use this special spray. That's kind of like butter, but it's a non-stick spray. So if you're using spray, you want to spray it all over your pan. And for this part, I like to spray a little bit on my spatula as well, because now we are going to scoop what's in our bowl, our pan here, into our other pan. So you might want mom or dad's help on this, or an older sibling, remember. I don't want anyone to get hurt. So you want to scoop everything out of your pot as much as you can. Then once you've done that, you're going to spread out your Krispie treats. So you kind of want to make them even, so kind of just gently pat them down until you've filled in all the corners. And it seems like it's kind of even here. So yeah, you're just going to keep flattening them down. And there we are. So Miss Lauren has flattened down all her Krispie treats. So what you're going to do now, you can wrap the top either in some plastic wrap, or if you have a cover for your pan, or if you have tin foil, and you're going to let that sit for like maybe an hour till it's like all set. You could also put it in the fridge if you want. Miss Lauren likes to just leave it out. And then after about an hour, after your Rice Krispie treats have cooled and they're all gelled together, then you are free to enjoy. Alright friends, well thanks for stopping by and following along with me. And if you end up making your own treats at home, I would love to see what you did. But I hope everyone enjoys the rest of their day. And until next time, see ya.